I don't like this.
Me neither.
Oh, come on. It'll be great.
You think it'll be fun?
I agree with them. Besides, what could possibly go wrong? We're all together. As long as we stick together, we'll be fine.
That's how every horror movie begins.
Newsflash, it ends with everyone dying a horrible death, which would be avoided if the characters just stayed home.
And watched movies and enjoyed snacks and drinks and stayed cozy.
Exactly.
For crying out loud. Will you two chill out? Nothing bad is going to happen. Just a little adrenaline rush.
You didn't like the adrenaline rush when I was driving us to dinner the other day.
That's because bat out of hell isn't a compliment when you're operating a moving vehicle. Well, we're at the front door. Time to go in. What's up? You brought flashlights?
Oh, thank goodness. You're my favorite person right now.
Mine too. Hand me one of those. See, Gigi? They're at least scared enough to bring flashlights.
I bet they just brought them so they don't drain their battery using the phone flashlight.
Well, which is it? Oh.
Saving phone battery. Told you.
Fine. Let's just get this over with. Jeez.
Sorry, it's dusty in here.
There. The first scare is out of the way. That's always the worst, right?
I don't think that's how it works.
I bet it was really pretty in here when it was lived in. That bay window would have been perfect to curl up with a book and a mug of tea.
See? There's something for everyone in the creepy abandoned house.
I don't think imagining the golden days of this house is good enough reason to walk around it in the middle of the night around Halloween.
No, but it sure helps keep my mind off of the other possibilities.
Whatever floats your boat, I guess.
What did you find?
An old picture?
Wow. Must be the last owners of the house.
Looks like a big family.
Big happy family. At one point.
Does it unnerve any of you that nobody emptied the furniture and stuff out of the house? I mean, who leaves family pictures behind?
I mean, I know what happened, but it might freak you out if I tell you.
Please don't.
You want to know? No, you don't. I wish I didn't know because I'm actively trying not to think about it.
Don't worry, Zeta. We'll save the story for later, when we're further from the exit.
Okay, moving on from the dusty living room, where are we going next? You want to head to the kitchen?
Good idea. What was that?
I don't want to know, I don't want to know, I don't want to know.
Open your eyes. You don't want to meet your death with your eyes shut, do you?
Oh my god, that's not helping.
Come on. It's probably just an animal.
Wow, the kitchen is pretty spacious. Well equipped, lots of storage. I bet it has good natural light during the day.
You've been watching too much HGTV.
Look, the only reason I agreed to come is because I wanted to see the inside of the house. I just wanted to come during the day when I could actually appreciate it.
And where's the fun in that?
This house is massive, though. Was the family wealthy enough to have staff? Like maids, butlers, groundskeepers?
Yeah. The house was built in, 1913. And it had the latest and greatest at the time.
It really is too bad no one bought it and fixed it up after it became vacant, though.
Well, when the last owner disappeared, no one really...
I said don't tell me. I'm still freaking out.
If If I wait till you're not freaking out, I'll never get to tell you the story.
Holy crap, I can't do this. My heart is pounding.
Well, stop knocking stuff over then.
I didn't. I wasn't anywhere near the knife block.
Wait, was that a knife?
Yeah, I'm with them. Maybe we should get out of the kitchen.
Yeah, okay.
And here we are in a long, creepy hallway.
What's that?
What? I don't see anything.
No, I see it too. Aelswyth, something's moving.
Oh god, it has eyes.
Calm down. It's just a cat.
Ah, a little black cat. It's kind of cute.
I probably knocked the knife down in the kitchen.
You think so?
That's a reasonable explanation, I suppose.
I guess, but it just walked in from the other end of the house.
All right. How about we go upstairs next?
Okay.
On murder and lies was this home built, but I took my revenge in full. From the moment that the first rose wilts, forever I will torment his cursed soul.
What the hell?
Well, that's neat.
No, that is not neat. That's freaking terrifying.
It's probably just the wind.
Yeah, because the wind whispers things about cursed souls all the time. Sure.
Well, we made it to the top of the stairs. Can we go now?
But we just got here.
What do you mean we have to touch the back wall?
They're right. If you're gonna go into a haunted house, you have to touch the furthest possible wall from the entrance before you leave. That's how you get bragging rights.
If you claim there's no danger, then what's the point of bragging rights?
That's what I want to know. How's this fun for anyone?
Gigi!
Here we go. Master bedroom. We go in here, we touch the back wall. Then we can leave, and you two can stop freaking out. Deal?
For crying out loud, can we get this over with?
Yeah. There, we touched the back wall. Are you happy?
No.
It's just me. Oh, I got you good.
Oh, God, it's you. You really had me there.
Gav, I thought you couldn't come with us tonight.
That's what I wanted you to believe. I saw the perfect opportunity to scare the shit out of all of you. Couldn't pass it up.
Holy shit, dude.
You all okay?
I'm fine.
I'm only a little sorry. I really couldn't resist.
That was so mean.
But it was hilarious.
Yeah, it kind of was.
Easy for you to say. God, I can't breathe.
What about you? You alright? Scared you pretty good there. Awesome. Glad you got a kick out of it. What do you mean, was I the one whispering? What whispering?
We heard noises earlier. Thumping around and footsteps up here. And whispering as we were coming up the stairs.
That was you, right?
No, I mean, the footsteps were probably me, but I wasn't whispering. I was trying to stay quiet and get the jump on you.
So, if it wasn't you whispering, then who was it?
Well, I haven't seen anyone else up here.
Oh, crap.
It could have been the cat?
You think the cat was whispering?
No, I can't think of anything else.
Oh, how about the fact that we're in a haunted house?
I don't think it's actually haunted.
Oh, come on. You can't possibly think this house is full of spirits.
Maybe not full of spirits, but all it takes is one vengeful one, and we're done for.
Ah! That's it. I'm walking back to the front door.
Right behind you, Zeta.
So, you guys all know that the last owner's family died on the property, right?
What?
Dude, not cool. I wanted to tell the story.
Let's all tell it.
Oh no.
Okay. Once upon a time, there was a big, happy family that built this house and moved in.
A loving couple and their 2 children, plus a handful of staff.
So, the husband, Hiram Jones, was supposedly heir to a railroad fortune, but he wasn't told about it until his estranged father passed away, so they came up from nothing. They were suddenly able to provide for their whole family and have a lovely house and some property and became pillars of the community.
But what no one in the family knew is that the husband actually killed another man with the same last name. A wealthy old guy named Samuel Jones. And he forged a letter and will saying that Hiram was his lost-long son in the will. Everything was conveniently left to Hiram.
According to legend, as Samuel was dying, he cursed Hiram, saying that he would hunt him and take vengeance on him. Hiram ignored this warning, and once he had collected all of the money, he built his house, hired staff, and bought everything his family could want. Fancy clothes, nice toys for the children, exotic plants, and a custom greenhouse for his wife, Violet, and they even made a lot of donations to the community.
The family became very well known. A couple more kids were born, and everything was fine until the 10-year anniversary of Samuel Jones's death. On that morning, Violet went out to her greenhouse to tend to her flowers and found that just about every single one of her roses had died. And when I say died, I mean they withered into dust. There was no way they could have decayed that much in one night. And yet, they did. Every other plant in there was perfectly fine. The groundskeeper couldn't explain it.
So Violet was out there looking at the dead roses when suddenly she heard a scream from inside the house. The maid had just gone in to wake the family's youngest daughter and found that the baby had died in her sleep. No marks on her, no known illness, nothing. And here's the creepy part. Remember how all the roses had died? Well, the baby's name was Rose.
That's so creepy. What the hell?
It gets worse. Hiram didn't tell anyone about this. But in his journal he wrote that after Rose was found dead, he started seeing old Samuel Jones standing around on the property. The first place he saw the ghost was in Rose's room, standing next to her crib.
The next day, the groundskeeper was out tidying the yard, and he saw the oldest son, James, out riding his horse at the edge of the woods. The horse suddenly started acting spooked, reared up, and threw James to the ground. He died almost instantly of a broken neck. The horse sprinted around the yard in a frenzy, before itself dropping dead, apparently of shock. At the time of James' death, Hiram recorded in his journal that he saw Samuel step into his office and shake a fist at him. So the family went forward with planning a funeral for James and baby Rose a few days out.
Sadly, none of them would survive to attend the funeral. Over the next couple of days, the remaining 2 children died in freak accidents around the house. And on the day before the funeral, a tree fell on Violet's greenhouse while she was inside. She didn't survive.
And Samuel's ghost kept appearing to Hiram during every death. The staff ended up going to town the morning of the funeral to purchase some supplies. And when they came back, Hiram was gone. He had left no note, hadn't taken his coat or his pocketbook, nothing. Even when a formal investigation was done, they found no indication that Hiram had left the property. The staff believed that supernatural forces were at play, and since the police couldn't find any reasonable explanation, it became a cold case. The town was spooked enough by it that no one came here to clear the place out, and no one wanted to buy the property, so it just sat here for years.
But don't forget the last bit. The police only found 2 things of note. One being that Hiram appeared to be in the middle of writing a journal entry when he disappeared. He rambled for a couple of pages about how Samuel had been talking to him and how each death in his family had been revenge for the murder and forgery. He wrote that he wanted to just leave the house and all the memories it held, and he hoped that he'd be able to leave Samuel's ghost behind too. But the entry stopped mid-sentence, with the pen dropped on the page and a couple of ink blots, like something had physically caused Hiram to drop the pen.
Oh, and you want to know what the other noteworthy thing was? There was a black cat on the premises, and no one in the family had ever had a cat. The staff had never seen it before either.
Like the cat we just saw?
Yep.
Okay, I hadn't heard that part. That's unnerving.
So the old picture we saw in the front room, that was the Jones family.
Uh-huh.
They all looked so happy back then.
Yeah, it's horrible that Violet and the kids paid for Hiram's crime.
He fully deserved what I did to him and his family.
Oh, fuck! Oh, shit!
No. I'm out.
Let's get out of here, please.
Damn it! Where are my keys?
You don't know where your keys are.
I hope you had room in your car for me. I walked here.
You can sit on someone's lap for all I care. Let's just go, please.
I got the keys. I got the keys.
Thank God. Let's go.
It's always nice to have visitors. Come along here, Em. Let's prepare my house for our next guests. Seeing as we're close to Halloween, I'm sure another group will be along shortly to experience your tale of woe for themselves.